Do you ever really get back to yourself? Do you ever really heal after dealing with a narcissist? After long term exposure to a narcissist? Like, do you ever really heal? Or are you just recreated into this whole new person, right? I know I thought that in the beginning of the healing journey, I thought that you're forever changed. That's how I felt. So I totally understand the question. Because it's like, damn, do you ever really get back to you? What actually happens, right? Do I get back to life? Will I ever feel the same? Has this changed me forever? That's the question a lot of people have, y'all. That's the question a lot of people wonder. Because they feel like somebody else. And they have no idea how they're going to get back to who they once were. So I get it. And I'm going to tell you the truth because, as they say, the truth will set you free, right? It actually does. It's a sad shame that less and less people tell the truth these days, but it does actually set you free. Truth telling is really, really important. It frees you from a lot of things. But of course, we're getting less and less of that in these days and times. And I'm going to tell you something about getting back to yourself or getting back to the best version of you or just healing, right? And I know nobody wants to hear about no contact. Most people don't want to hear about no contact. They have no idea. For those of you who know, you know. But a lot of people don't understand how effective no contact really is. Y'all, it's effective. I was somebody who didn't believe in no contact. You couldn't tell me I couldn't contact somebody that I felt like owed me something, or I needed closure, or I want to know who the hell they thought that they were, or what you think this is. Or, y'all, I was the big head person. I was like, no, I'm not going no contact. No contact. I can't do that. But I was wrong and I did it. And y'all, no contact is very, very effective if you do it correctly. If you do no contact correctly, work on yourself by educating yourself and becoming awakened to this insidious abuse, and properly heal, then you will transform and change forever. Do you hear me? You see, the reality is that we have to kill off the old version of ourselves, which allowed the abuse in the first place. If you don't change, then you've not grown as a person, let alone you're going to heal. And ultimately, we have to rise above the narcissist and their narcissism. See, a lot of us had zero boundaries. We're people pleasers, rescuers, savers, caretakers, doormats. Okay, I'm here to talk to you. Let me tell you the truth. You were the narcissist puppet. And the narcissist knew that. That's why they targeted you. They saw the nice, kind, caring, empathetic, trusting person that they knew you were. They didn't love you. They sensed that you didn't know your worth. Do you know what they knew? All the things that you didn't. And you know what, though? They know your worth long before you did. They knew it. 100%. They saw your worth and they used all that against you. They used a good person that they knew you were against you. So you have to acknowledge that you're partly responsible for some of your own downfall, even though you didn't deserve it. Nobody deserves to be, emotionally and financially abused. No one does. No one deserves that. Not now, not ever. But the narcissist knew all these things. It's the narcissist who doesn't change. But guess what? Spoiler alert, right? Because they're still out here doing whatever they did to you to everybody else they come across. It doesn't change. But what'll change for you is everything. Everything will change for you. You'll learn a lot of harsh lessons. You'll probably have to hit rock bottom. But however, when you do this, whatever it has descended will start ascending. Healing is tough. It's hard. It's not a walk in the park. But each day you have to step forward. You have to do this. You have to step forward. And you have to have a mantra is to never give up and never give in. Be stoic. Become centered and grounded. You have to be in your emotions. You have to feel your emotions. Don't suppress them and don't gradually. And then you have to support. You can't suppress your emotions, right? And gradually let them go. And you see, the new you will be thanking the old you for all the hard work later. You have to evolve into the most authentic version of yourself and live your best life. You have to do this every single day and never look back. Shoot for the stars. That's what you got to do because you deserve it. You have to love yourself and be kind to yourself. And most importantly, you got to forgive yourself. You have to. This is the only way to get through it. I'm just saying, y'all, this is how it works. This is how you get through it. Your healing depends on you, not the narcissist. It all depends on you. It's not the narcissist. You have to learn about narcissism, read about narcissism, and learn the basics, and you will recover. You'll be a bit bruised and battered, sure. You'll retain some emotional scarring, and etc. But your self-esteem will recover, and you will get back happy again. And because you know about the red flags, you will not fear getting back out in the world because you know what to look for. Now, a lot of people tell me they don't want to get back into a relationship, and I get it. But you will know what to look for dealing with anybody. The red flags are going to stand out, and I can promise you, one thing you will not do is ignore them. And if you don't learn about narcissism, I can grant you'll stay shattered. You'll assume it was all your fault. And you'll be very wary of every other human being in a relationship. And you might I don't like to use the word lucky, right? So let's just not say lucky, but you might get to a point where you meet nice people, right? And they might restore your faith in human nature. But recovery will be long, slow, and a torturous process with many, many setbacks if you don't get it together, if you don't learn about this. You can't just try to recover on your own and do no work. You have to do the work. You have to do the work, or you'll have a lot of setbacks. You'll, knowing nothing of narcissism, just deeply hurt and damaged, and you'll be swearing off all intimacy. You'll just be like stuck if you don't do the work. It'll keep you vulnerable to other narcissists. You'll be overreacting to perfectly nice people if you don't read about narcissism, get educated, and do the work. Y'all, you got to do the work. That's the only way it's going to work out. This is how you get back to you. And for some of y'all, listen, you never get back to yourself. Y'all, I've seen it where people never get back to themselves. I've seen it happen. Some people never get back to themselves. They stay stuck. I've seen it happen, y'all. People want to recover and they stay stuck. You have to check yourself. Once you've been with that narcissist, you have to do the work. Because let me tell you something, they're not going to stop doing what they do. They're not. And if you don't check yourself and you don't heal properly and you don't pour into you, guess what? These same individuals will try to get right back into your life. And you'll be susceptible to all the abuse all over again. Or you'll run into other people who are just like the narcissist. You will run into these individuals all over again because you have to check yourself. You have to do the work. Put the time in. Find out what allowed this person in your life in the first place. And it's sad. I always say this is the sad part, right? Where you got to do all the work for something that somebody else did. But y'all, it's ass backwards. I get it, but this is how it works. This is the only way it's going to work. And personally, I don't feel like you ever, in my opinion, get back to who you were. I feel like if you do the work, you get back to the better version of you. The person who will never allow this again. The person who will be able to spot a narcissist from a mile away. The person who will never ignore another red flag. The person who can see right through the narcissist. This is what you'll become. You become a warrior. I had somebody tell me just not that long ago, y'all, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I shouldn't have to do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. I shouldn't have to go through anything. It wasn't my fault. That part is true. It wasn't your fault. But we have to get to a point where we understand the part that we played in the narcissist being in our life in the first place. Right? Because somebody has to tell us the truth. I had to get to a point where I had to stop lying to myself, gaslighting myself, and tell myself the truth. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with you guys. I'm going to tell you the truth. You have to get to a point where you check yourself and understand how you played a part in the narcissist being in your life in the first place. Yeah, they did what they did, right? It's definitely the narcissist's fault. But what part did you play? Where's your maturity level in all of this? Have you gotten to a point where you see the part that you played? Ignoring all the red flags? Letting somebody stay in your life who was doing all these things and you still put up with it? Because I'm pretty sure before the narcissist, you would let anybody play with you like that, right? Right? You would never go for somebody being right in your face, being a serial cheater, right? Physically putting their hands on you, right? Financially abusing you, right? Talking crazy to you, right in your face, right? Looking you right in your eyes, lying to you, and you know that they're lying, and you're accepting this, right? You would have never allowed this, huh? So did you play a part? Did you play a part? The narcissist definitely did what they did. They don't get a pass. They're definitely guilty. They did everything you said they did, and then the things that you don't know that they did. They did it all. It's definitely their fault. But they won't accept any accountability. But we have to accept accountability for what we allowed. This is going to go over some of y'all head who's still mad. But some of y'all know, and some of y'all are going to get this because you understand. I'm just saying. A lot of people don't want to hear that they played a part in it. Y'all, the last time I said this, oh Lord, I made some people mad. But guess what? The truth is the truth and it can't be changed. And just because you're mad about it does not make it any less true. We all have to accept the part that we played and understand that you may never get back to who you were. But if you do it right and you heal properly, you can get back to the best, you can get to the best version of you. With firm boundaries, where you're vetting people carefully. And it'll be hard, really hard. For somebody, really, really hard. The narcissist that you'll come across, because they're everywhere, y'all. I'm pretty sure you're going to still come across narcissists, but they're going to know you're not the one to be played with. They are going to know this right away if you do it right. I just want to come on here and share that with y'all. I want to let y'all know that the narcissists are never going to stop doing what they're doing. It's not going to stop. Because they don't get tired, right? And that's just how it is. I'm just saying. So many times we deal with people, especially when they're family, or we've been knowing them for a long time, or we have some kind of connection to them, or we think that we do, and they've been around for a while. We allow them to get away with whatever, however, whenever, do whatever, and they just get away with it, and it's like, we just let it go. That's when we play a part in allowing people to mistreat us, because what you allow will continue. This is how it works. That goes for anybody. What you allow people to do to you is what they will continue to do to you. It stops when you stop it. That's how it works. You guys, that is it for this video. I just wanted to come on here and share that with y'all. I hope I help somebody, right? Because I know some people don't like to hear, I didn't play a part in that. I had nothing to do with that. It was all the narcissists. It was all the narcissists. You guys, we definitely played a part in it. Because some of us knew, we found out who they were, and we still didn't leave, right? We thought there was something that we can do to change or fix this person, and we still didn't walk away. I'm just saying. You guys, that's it for this video. All right? That's it for this video. Take the time also to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your bell so you will know when I'm coming through with another video. Until next time.